Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Finally, today I'm going to be doing a really easy soft glam look just because, as you can see right there, my little son is asleep, so it's the only time he lets me do anything. It's when he's mimis. So I'm just gonna start off. My name is Luisa. I've been doing makeup for quite a while. I work at Sephora. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. We're just gonna moisturize my face. I'm gonna use the Ginseng by Origins. Start it off. I am 24 years old, if anybody was wondering. I just turned 24 also. Ugh, November baby. Scorpio, you know. I already started off with my brows done just because that's what takes me the longest to do. I used the Fenty Beauty brow pencil. I actually love this. A really great dupe for it is the NYX one. I don't ever know what it's called, but they even look exactly the same. So good. Moisturized. I'm gonna use the Photo Finish Primerizer for now just because I am experiencing a little bit of dryness. I just came back from Florida. We went to Disney World for my birthday. We took my son as well. It was really, really fun. So now my skin is paying for it. I'm breaking out. I've only flown. This was my third time. So my skin's really not used to that. But I love the Smashbox Primerizer. It really just gives you all of that back. I lost my little foam out, so that's why I'm really far away, because I can't get any closer. But whenever I find it or get a new one, this video should be a lot better. Well, not this video, but a different video. Okay, so I always start off with my eyes no matter what, just because the fallout is crazy on every single palette, no matter how good the palette is. I'm gonna go ahead and use the So Jaded palette by Kathleen and ColourPop. This is what she looks like. She's so pretty. I'm gonna try to keep it very neutral, very matte if I can. I don't know, every time I try to do a matte look, I just keep adding and adding and adding colors until I have like 17 colors on my eyeballs, and then there's like shimmer, and I do too much, and it's kind of exhausting at times, but it's okay. It ends up looking okay. At the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? I'm not saying I'm great at what I do, but I'm always pleased with the outcome. So I'm gonna use the Boing, the Cakeless Concealer by Benefit on my eyeballs. That's what I'm gonna start with to prime. I'm using the new Morphe brushes. I don't know what this collection is called, but it's really it's really good. So we're just gonna lean a little bit just to see this a lot closer. Yes, this concealer is extremely light for me, if you could tell, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Also, when I do my eyeballs, I tend to do them at the same time, because if I do one eye and then try to do the other one, I'm gonna forget what colors I used. So Oh. Okay. So also when I blend it with a brush, I go in with my fingers just to make it as seamless as possible. So, just because you, at the end of the day, you want to blend with your face. Even though it's gonna get covered, you can still see a lot of the concealer come out. Okay. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Royal Jewels right here, this up one. And let me get a better brush. I use the Jeffree Morphe brushes. I actually love his eye brushes so much, like so much. Yeah, let's see. What's the best way to do this? Look at how pretty that color is. I know this palette has been out for a while already, but it's my current favorite. It's the palette I use when I'm just in a rush because instantly I gravitate to colors and I'm like, okay, I know what I want to do with it. So that makes me happy with this because it's there you go. He's so weird at times. He just lets out a little cry and then goes back to sleep. He is taking his lunch nap at the moment, which he really needed. But hopefully he naps for a little while because mommy needs to get ready because she has a work meeting. And I actually want to look somewhat presentable. Look at that, it just blends so pretty. And I started off with this color in my crease just as a transition shade. I just now started my YouTube channel. I've been like talking about it for years now, but I'm always scared because I'm like, well, I have a really thick accent. I mean, everybody has accents now in YouTube, but it's just one of the things I've always been like conscious about. I'm trying to set it up to where like it doesn't fall, but I can still get closer. Yes. Anyways, I've always been afraid of that because once I talk too much, it turns into Spanglish, and then at the end of the day, it's gonna be like, oh, just kidding, it's all Spanish. Yes. Now we're gonna go with Your Gem, which I love all these names. They're just super cute. Okay, and I'm gonna go with do the same thing. Just put it in my crease, but just a little bit below it, just to give your eye a little definition. I try to zoom in on my phone, but for some reason it's not letting me do it. Hopefully I'll be able to finagle it all around and get it together. But like I said, this is my first time ever attempting it, and I was just like, what the heck, I'm gonna go for it. So as you see, this one's a little bit more peachy toned, and it just gives your eyeballs a little more definition. I don't know, at the end of this video, this is gonna turn into a smoky eye, but I'm not gonna be mad. Never mad at a smoky eye. I'm gonna go in with a plain brush and just blend it all out. She's looking a little harsh. Oh, he's snoring. Okay, so now go back in. We're also trying to beat a cold. My son ended up getting bronchitis or like the early stages of bronchitis. And then I got a cough. His dad has a really bad cough. And by the way, I'm watching Shrek also, so let me turn it down. There we go. Because she might be a little copyright, and we don't want that. I'm not trying to be copyrighted. The first video I put up, but there she goes. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Man, my skin is so glowy. That freaking ¿cómo se llama? Moisturizer is she's good. Let's see. Let's do. I'm really gravitating to Cornelian right here. This little orange one. And I'm about to say F it and just go with it because it's still fall, so we're gonna put in fall colors. So I'm just gonna throw this in the outer crease. And then whatever's left over, I'm just bringing it in inwards. Look at that color. I love burnt oranges so much. And then we're gonna go ahead and blend it out. And I did tap into Royal Jewels one more time just to bring it up as much as I can to make it look as blended as possible. And my videos are not gonna be just what's it called? Not just makeup videos. I want to do like baby videos as well. Also, I used to bartend for a living, so I'll probably incorporate some drink videos. You know, we can make them virgins and then alcoholic drinks depending on, you know, just a fun time. I love mixing drinks. It is, besides makeup, it's another hobby of mine. It just makes me happy to hear people just say, oh my god, this is so good. It's just, I don't know, I feel like I'm such a people pleaser, so anything that I can do to please somebody, and don't take that in a wrong way, I will, just because it makes me happy. Like, if I can make your face look beautiful with makeup on, it makes me happy. If I can make you happy with a drink, it makes me happy. It's just other people's happiness just brings so much joy to my life. Maybe just because I'm always a sad little duckling, so seeing other people happy just brings joy. Yes. I just added a little more on the outer corner porque it just, yes, it just gets a little more definition. Also, I have very, very hooded eyes, you know, my little chinita eyes, which I love. I love my hooded eyes. I had a love-hate relationship with them, and at the end of the day, it is what it is. So we're gonna use Jasper now. And just barely in the outer corner. Just to give it a little smoke. Just like that. And I was thinking about just cutting my crease, but I'm kind of lazy now. I'm still do it. Let me see. We're gonna get into makeup remover wipes. So these are my absolute favorite makeup remover wipes. They're the Sephora collection. Wipies. I have the watermelon ones and I have the pomegranate ones. Just because, like I said, I'm very dry. So the watermelons are more for hydrating. So they actually give you hydration back instead of, you know, how some makeup remover wipes, they tend to dry you out. Like if they had some toner in them, because toner also dries you out. So that's how I start off with my cut crease. Look up and boom, and then we just move it around. I'm gonna be using the Morphe R42 brush. And yes, I only use Morphe brushes because they're just that good. Here and there, I do have like some BH Cosmetics ones, some Sephora collection ones. But at the end of the day, I ended up with just Morphe. Oh, yeah. And then we're just cleaning her up because it did come out a little bit messy, but it's okay. Makeup is makeup. It always comes off. So no matter how much you mess up, it's fixable. No one is ever bad at doing makeup. You're just bad at it if you think you are. And we're just blending it around a little more. Confidence is key when it comes to makeup because, like I said, it just comes off. You don't have to be pressuring yourself to be like, oh my god, it has to be perfect. It has to be exactly like the YouTubers. No, it doesn't. We all have different faces. We all have different eye shapes. And we all have different techniques. So do whatever works for you. I'm going to go in with Your Gem. I'm also going to get another brush. I'm just going to use a little BH Cosmetics one like this. It's super stained from the time I was obsessed with only blue eyeshadow. So I was using the Blue Blood religiously. And it stained my brushes. I'm not mad at it. I love that palette so much too. And then we're going to go in with that burnt orange. I'm just blending them all out together just so it looks like that. So seamless. And I'm going to go ahead and set it. I hate that I have way too many brushes also because I just use one over. Instead of using the same one over and over again, I grab a new one and then end up having a huge pile of them that I have to wash. And I'm pissed off at myself because I have to wash them. Pero la niña, she wanted to have all the brushes. Yes. So I put my Precious on my lid. Look at that. Oh my god, she's so pretty. She's so precious. Okay, I'm stop. Okay, so same thing with the other eye. So put a little bit. Look up. I know this is so creepy. And boom, she's a cut crease. Y también just finagle it around just to clean it up as much as possible. Make it a seamless. And I'm going to be looking at my mirror too much. Here, I'm going to move it to the front. Oh, chinga. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to look at my phone, but I'm also trying to look at the mirror. And by the way, I am recording this on my phone. I'm recording it on my iPhone 11 Pro Max. I think that's the name of it. No sé. So you will be able to see every single one of my imperfections because that's HD. She's HD. I know I'm doing everything backwards now. No, I ended up putting my lid shade first. So the thing with like doing one eye is like, you know, so quickly, like, okay, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here for the next eye. So you end up going so much faster. So it just becomes a little routine so quickly. So there you go. Carnelian again. Blend them together. Make them look as seamless. Boom. Then you're gonna have your clean brush. Blend. And there you go. Sorry, the fallout on this palette is crazy. Which I don't care about fallout either. That's why I do my eyes first, no matter what. Just because I know that I'm super messy with my eyeshadows to begin with. That if I ask him to do it after I do my face, I'm gonna have to take off all my face and I'm gonna get pissed off, and it's just not pretty. I'm such a perfectionist. That's another reason why I didn't want to start a YouTube channel, because I'm always like, it has to be right. It has to be right. It has to do good. There we go. Okay. Bonita. So now we can just leave it like that. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some lip balm. Every time you prep your skin, I highly suggest to do a lip scrub, which I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Peach lip scrub. I actually love this lip scrub. And then you want to go in afterwards with a lip balm, which I'm gonna use my Laneige. I think this is the peach. Yeah, the peach lip balm. I love those lip balms so freaking much. They just make my lips feel so good. So you just grab poquito like this. And honestly, you don't even need to go buy a lip scrub. Just get some Vaseline, some sugar, and mix it together and put it on your lip. It does the same thing. But I like to taste this anyways. But lastly, my lips have to feel good, look good for them to have any other products on it. Because I do crack a lot, and also I don't do crack. My lips crack. And also they tend to bleed. So no, I always have to have it moisturized. Man, a little play in words, you never know how it's gonna make you sound. Guys, and I just let it sit like that until I'm finished with my whole entire face. Ooh. Yes. I was gonna put eyeliner on my eyes, but dang, my desk is so dirty. This is the problem that's like one of the horrible things about having a white desk is it just gets so messy so easily. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my Twisterman eyelash curler. So when I curl my lashes, I press it like this and then lift it up and I look down. And it just gives it a little curl safety. Because if you lift it up, it does make your lashes go up. I suffer from... I'm such a mess with this. I suffer from straight lashes, so whatever curl I can get on them, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get it. So I'm gonna be using the Milk Cosmetics The Kush Mascara. I love this mascara. It just does so well with my lashes. It coats them beautifully. Also, it just gives them so much volume. I have absolutely no lashes, if you could tell. So look at that. Yes. Pretty. Alrighty. So the eyes are done. I'm not even gonna try to put eyeliner, do all that. Okay. Because I'm not gonna be gone for that long. So I'm not gonna try to do a full glam look and let go of having to come back and take it off. So there it goes. You think I'm kidding about my brushes. This is my dirty brush pile. So it's like we have quite some free brushes in there. So oopsie. And all of my skin is prepped. I always prep my skin before anything, before I do my eyeshadow, before I do my foundation, because it just lets everything sink into my face as I'm doing my eyeshadow, my brows, which it just makes it super ready for your foundation. So today I'm going to be using the Hello Happy the Flawless Brightening Foundation. So it's this one. And yes, it will be very dark for me. But it's okay, because like I said, we can make it work. And it's super sheer also. So you really won't tell that it's dark because it doesn't have like full coverage at all. So it's like you're just putting on a heavy duty tinted moisturizer. But since I'm just like running errands, going to a meeting, I'm not trying to look full coverage. If I would do a full coverage foundation, it honestly depends what my eye look is, but okay. Always bring it on the neck because you know your stuff doesn't match, so we gotta make her match. And las orejitas, because we will match. Because you don't want anybody clocking you saying, oh my god, look at that line. It's a little trick I learned from working at Sephora, was always match to your neck, never to your face, because your face will be a lot lighter, a lot darker than anything else. And your neck, you can blend it out as low as you can, because you know you wear shirts and whatnot, and nobody's gonna tell the difference unless they're like really creeping on you and want to know like the tea on everything. Then they're gonna be like, pero look at that. Oh, it's so flawless. I love this foundation also because it does have SPF, and you know, anytime you play with the sun, it's gonna give you a lot of dark spots. So always wear sunscreen. Even if you're not wearing any makeup, go ahead and wear sunscreen, because sunscreen will save your face. Let's see, let's do some concealer. I was gonna use that Boing one, but I didn't realize how light it is for me. So I'm actually gonna mix it. Let's do that. I'm gonna mix it with the Milani Conceal Perfect Long Wearing. Excuse me. Long wearing concealer. It is pretty dark, so which works really well because the other one's really light. So as you mix it together, make a little cocktail right there. You're gonna end up having the right under eye shade. And this one I'm gonna focus it more on the inner corner where the little swoop in your under eye bags are, because that's where you want the most brightness. And I'm gonna use my little Morphe sponge that came in that new collection. So you see, now that you mix both of them up, it's not as bright. I mean, it still looks like holy shit, you know, but you know, we gotta make sure we look like we got some 17 hours of sleep, because you know my dum is running on a good old 4 to 6 hours of sleep since my son is sick. he wakes up screaming and crying. So he say, you ain't sleeping. If I'm not sleeping, you ain't sleeping. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that brush that I use for my foundation and blend everything together. Which, if I could find, and blend everything. Oh my god, Mowgli! Those dogs scared the living crap out of me. Oh my god, look at how pretty that looks. It's so flawless. I love looking luminous, dewy, all of that. I do have dry skin, I've already mentioned it before. So also, I'm gonna go in, just with this, I'm gonna go in on the bridge of my nose. Just like that. My Cupid's bow in my chin, just to make everything a lot more even. And this concealer is full coverage. So that's why I mix a light coverage foundation with a full coverage concealer, because it's just gonna end up looking like you just used a full coverage foundation. I put it under my nose, the bridge of my nose. And whatever's left over, we're gonna bring it to my forehead. I don't ever put any product on my forehead because it just makes it look weird. My lighting also looks weird in here because I do have natural lighting, and I think the sun is moving away from my windows or coming to, so it's just looking a little more washed out, but this is what it looks like. Pretty. Okay, now some powder. Let's do, I'm gonna use my Hourglass, my Mineral Bell. I love this powder so much. I actually use it now with a sponge. I use just a regular esponjita, and I go in like that because it sits my face a lot better than the brush does. So say her. So I'm gonna press it in into my under eyes. The only problem with this powder that I have is it gives you really bad flashback. But I do set it only under my eyes, and then I go in with a darker powder for all over my face. Since I'm not really gonna wear this out, like they say, to like a dinner or something where my pictures will be taken, I'm gonna put it all over my face. I just don't wear it whenever I'm gonna get pictures taken because of the flashback, but any other time I'll wear it all over my face. There we go. So there's that. And now some bronzer. I always debate on my bronzers and what to wear because I'm super picky with them. But let's do, I kind of want to do an oldie but a goodie. So it kind of sucks that I started off like my YouTube channel with pricey makeup, but I will be using more drugstore. I have a mixture of drugstore and high-end. So I'm gonna use the Parkway Princess bronzer palette. It's this one right here. I believe it is discontinued. That's the only thing that sucks about it. But I know like you can find like in Marshalls, find it in places like that. Okay, I'm gonna go in with an angled brush. I really don't like using angled brushes for I like these more for like bronzing and contouring. It just gives me like a better sharp look, but since I'm just bronzing all over my face just to bronze and give me a little bit color back, I'm just gonna use my Pac-Man Wet n Wild one. So I'm gonna go in with Princess Cut. It's gonna be your cool tone. It is winter time, and well, not winter, it's like fall/winter, but you never know with Texas time, so you will want to be using more cool tone bronzers. Oh my god, I love how this smells too. So I pucker up my lips so it shows me my cheekbones, because you know I have a little gordita face. So we want to show them off as much as we can. Make that face a little more sculpted. And I don't tap into my brush again. I just bring it around whatever's left over, just because I don't want to give myself a helmet. There's some parts on my face that like the product sticks really roughly. So like right here, like right here, if you could tell, it's sticking a little rougher than everything else, but it's just a problem I've always had with makeup. So I just embrace it. Bonita. And then same thing, bring it around the neck. I don't touch it again. So look at that. How pretty. Okay. Now, some blush. And I'm going to be using, let's do everybody's favorite, or I think it's everybody's favorite, oldie but a goodie also. We're going to use Miss Luminoso by Milani. Yeah. Okay. I always go so heavy-handed with my blush, and I don't know why, but I know blush is the first thing that diffuses off of your face anyway, so no matter how heavy you go with it, you won't really be able to tell that you went heavy-handed. Oh my god, we're so glowy today. I did not mean to, but you know, we're here. Okay, highlighter. Do I want to wear highlighter, or do I just want to wear okay, we're gonna wear highlighter. We're gonna do round one. We are gonna do Miss Fuego by Dose of Colors Desi Katie collection. I love this highlighter. It is my ride or die. It is my go-to for everything besides the Amrezy, but I tend to gravitate to this one a lot more. I know you can barely see it, so I'm not going heavy-handed with it because it could get blinding really quickly. It just gives you a wet, natural glow to your face. But like I said, if you put on a little too much, it's gonna be like, you know. So if you could tell how the sun gives you like your natural glow to your face, that's what you have to follow it with the highlighter. So it looks like it's just coming from the sun and just coming from your face, not like a big old chalk mark line. And then whatever's left over my brush, I put it on my nose because I don't like that heavy, intense look. Just only on the piquito of my nose. Yeah. And I still tend to blend it out. You see how blinding that gets? But this is like, what is that one song? La Palomita Blanca con el piquito de oro. There we go. Oh, so glowy. We love it. We love it. I just love the dewy, glowy look, even though sometimes I could get real oily, which is so weird to me because I've always been very dry, but here and there it happens. So I'm gonna go in with the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. I love this mist. This is my second one already. I don't know if you're even supposed to use it to set everything, but I do just because it gives me a really, really pretty glow. So this is the look right now. We're just gonna do lips and we're finished. I'm not gonna go in with eyeliner. We're not gonna go in with none of that. So I'm gonna use, you know, I should have had all these products out that I was gonna use, but I was like, oh, I don't know what I want. I don't know if I should. I'm gonna use my, if I can find it, I always lose it. Where's that lip liner? Me voy a enojar. like, I can't miss it because it's like so freaking big. We're gonna use the Morphe, the Makeup Talk. I think this is what it's called. Right now, I'm been really into freaking nude lips. And I don't know why. Because I used to always hate them. Because I was like, oh my god, I'm too brown. I can't be using them. I'm gonna look like a chola. And now, I can't stop. Oh my god, the concentration on this is so real. And I'm gonna go in with, hold on, let me fill it in a little bit more. And it's gonna take off that lip balm. Totally forgot about that part. Okay, let me fill it in. There we go. And then use some, do I want to do my main? Yeah, we're gonna use my main by Dose of Colors, Dizzy. Okay, there we go. This is the finished look. So, what do we think? I'm gonna move y'all around. Okay, here we go. What do we think? It's so pretty, so natural. No? My little Pepito in the back. And then I'm just like so glowy. There we go. And this is it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you some other time. I'm just kidding. Usually I kind of want to just upload Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays, just because I feel like those are a little bit better, but we'll see. Mostly I'm going to be doing Thursdays and Sundays. I know that for sure. But other than that, this is all, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.